beard and scalp crawled with lice and fleas and worms. He could feel them moving through his hair, and the bites itched him intolerably. His chains were so short that he could not reach to scratch. The shackles that bound him to the wall were old and rusted, and his feathers had cut into his wrists. When the tide rushed in to kiss him, the salt got into the wounds and made him gasp. When he slept, the darkness would rise up and swallow him, and then the dream would come. And Uri,
if you had another gig, you could have just told us.
Of a rusted hinge. The only light in his wet world came from the lanterns that the visitors brought with them, and it came so seldom that it began to hurt his eyes. A nameless, sour-faced man brought his food. Salt beef as hard as wooden shingles.
Or
if you want to throw up, I can play the other clip.
Slimy, sticky
should be a pay-only stream at this point.
Though oft does not retch the meal up after. The man who brought the food was dark, dour, mute. His tongue was gone, and Aaron did not doubt. That was Uri's way. The light. Screw you!
That was unbelievable.
That was so you. You could have just said it. You could have just said, I'm doing erotic. Badooby-doo.
It's frightening. That is where AI is going. That is
what happens when you demonetize channels, folks. People get desperate.
Got to make money somehow, Pops.
Other than selling yourself, it kind of is.
Who doesn't, right?
He's auditioning for DC's new animated films.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to hug my girlfriend without hearing Scott narrating it now. I can't have sex.
Okay, well, now we know he's telling a lie. He has a girlfriend. Oh my god.
You
people are horrible.
Come on, Scott, say something sexy. Talk about like a man rod or something.
I don't know what to say.
Say rusty trombone, like really sexy.
Rusty trombone. Yeah, Matt ain't getting credit if Matt ain't here. Okay, go ahead, Matt Walton. You jerk.
Hail to the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm here to enlist all my friends to help me beg for money. It's pretty much the end all be all of it. Thank you guys.
Wait a minute. You got to be very embarrassed. There you go.
Oh, yeah. This is right in there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, I fell through. There was a couple contracts I was supposed to work for in the next 2 weeks, and they just fell through. God's hammering in my head. Have you learned any lessons, Walton? Hope to put your shit, save your money. Don't spend it on, or spend it for, or what, you know what I mean? We know the story. But basically things just fell through. Right now I'm showing my ass out in public because I'm a single father. I got a son. I got to keep this place afloat. I'm facing eviction. I got to come up with last month's rent in the next 4 days, and then I got to pay this month's rent. And after that, I'm good. I get to March. Though I work in IT, I work in the tech side of IT, and when March comes, I'm good. I'm golden. I got jobs lined up. I've been hustling and working and doing everything that I possibly can. And I hate to come out to you guys and ask you again. I hate this. I don't want to do this. I am disgusted by this. But my pride takes my pride takes a back seat. Anybody who wants to talk trash, anybody who wants to come at me and try and hold my head down while I'm underwater.
Be positive. Be positive.
Yeah. I'm here for my kid.
There you go.
I'm here for my kid. That doesn't matter what's going on, who's coming at me. So I have to ask again, if you guys could share out links for my GoFundMe, I greatly appreciate it. If you can share, if you will.
It's in the description. And what is the other thing that I just put in the
Cash App? If you could, if you don't like GoFundMe, the Cash App, it's Lodonis, $ at Lodonis. And you can help me that way. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to do this again, but I'll be a dancing monkey with bells on if I need to. And thank you, Scotty, for allowing me to do this. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. It's been a tough couple of years for a lot of people. And when you work contract to contract, that is not easy. And we shouldn't worry about negativity and those types of people. And I said those because they're not worth even trying to go there. So it's all about positive tonight. If you can help, you can help. If you can't, you can't. But at least share it out if you can. The goal is what again, Stephen?
Okay, so it's like this. If I honestly 33, if I can get the money up for last month by Friday, which is 1,600, and if I can't, then total it's going to be 3,600. So I mean, it sucks.
So 4,000, so he can kick back the vig he owes me on this stream.
Yeah, I owe Scott. And thank God for people like Scott who tell you to stay positive and think positive and keep going with it and screw what anybody thinks. You got to do what you got to do. And honestly, it's people like my mom and Scott that came to me and said, you got to think of your son first. You got to put your pride away. So here I am.
Your father.
Ass out, man. That's what it is.
Your father.
Thank you,
there's good people in this community. You know, if we can get him to the whatever he really needs, the 36, that'd be great. If we can get him to the 16, that'd be great. If we just get him closer, that'd be great. Because that's what we do. So do not send anything to my stream elements tonight. If you do, let me know, and I'll forward it over to him. But because it goes right to my PayPal. But go to the GoFundMe or the Cash App thing that Pops put up his
Thank you, Pops.
Yeah. So there you go.
Appreciate you. Thank you, guys. And other than that, yes, Rusty Trombone. Mr. Grant Gregory was in the back.
Gregory.
I can't.
What's on your mind?
Gregory.
Yeah, okay, I fumbled that again. Yeah, we were listening to Scott's erotica in the backstage.
That's bullshit.
Tina actually seemed very interested in it. Looks like she had some experience with that in college. You know, we're getting a lot of information about Tina lately. And yeah, what were some of the words you said? Man root. You said you were looking for man root.
Yes, it was pulsing loins and man root and
throbbing helmet.
Yes, and something about a woman, something lobe.
Yeah, it's called a glistening quim is the terminology that we use.
So, can we get back to this thing? That was AI doing a disgustingly good, interpretation of me. Like, that was freaky how it got, the way I, my cadence and the way I,
that was AI, Scott? Like that? That's what
that was. Yeah, that was. Scott didn't know anything about that. No. So that was 100%. Yeah.
So play a little bit of it again. I don't care which one.
All right,
the dirty one.
This is for everybody out there. This is AI. This is not me. Hold on, but let me bring myself up and see if you can tell the difference.
Her splayed legs exposed a smooth, pink, intimate area, which her fingers glided down to cover. More groans and whimpers of pleasure from her lover were brought on by her exploration of it with skillful fingertips. Will could see that Marion was gasping for air, and that her horrified eyes were glued to the sensual scene in front of them.
That was
the audience.
Could someone send me this just so I can use it as one of my, super chats are slow or something? I just could go to a Pops because it's so off my brand. For those of you who don't know, I have a PG-13 show, so we're like, listen, y'all are slacking out there,
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out the Scott card and scare people.
Yeah. What's up, Mad?
What's up, motherfuckers?
What's up, Mad?
For shizzle, my whizzle.
You missed it. You missed Scott's rendition of, Scott After Dark. Or did you get to catch any of it?
Spencer said, "Which DC movie is this the script for?"
I like Spencer. Good guy.
It's a new Marvel one, the Fucktastic Four.
Spencer's always welcome on. Yeah, dude, that was AI. That is sick. Did you hear it, Mad, before you jumped on?
Hell yeah, I did, man. Yeah. It was,
Turned
I was
on?
like, what? Had my hands in the air, and I didn't care.
Oh,
nice.
That was really good.
Yeah, I definitely heard it.
Your hands were in the air,
He's trying to tell you he didn't hear it. He wasn't listening.
Oh, I'm still learning mad sarcasm. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
they're called madisms.
Madisms.
Okay, I'm learning another thing today.
Yep. Fantastic.
Real quick, I just want to say hail to the chat, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. One Man Show is in the house. How are you? Greetings and salutations. Dude, thank you so much for coming through on my lives. Thank you for coming for over here. Appreciate you supporting this channel. J-Pod is here. Hello, everyone. Hello, man. Thank you so much. Keith Howard is in the house. How are you, dude? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Keely Chow is always out there supporting everybody, man. Hail to you. Thank you so much for everything you do in our community, supporting people, sharing out links, and just being lovable in the chat. Kabuto Studios is here. What's up, man? Good to see you. It's 5:30 on the dot, Scott. Okay, and he blamed it on me. He was late. But I know I guess he's the boss. I gotta take it.
Yeah, I don't usually show up for this show, so you're late.
I'm special today. We're special today. Thank you. Soul
he was backstage going, I could do this. I can ask for help. I could do this. I'm still a man. And it's like, dude, just do it.
I did that before I got in the StreamYard. Okay.
I'm sorry,
he went. Mom, spaghetti. One chance.
Yeah. Just staring in the mirror, like
Yeah.
That was after that. I was not crying in the car before. So yeah, this is where I'm at. So Assassin, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. The Beanpad, what's up? Thank you so much for being here. Steven Saucedo. Hell, dude, good to see you again. Another writer in the community. Good man. Appreciate you being here. Jones on the road. Rusty Trombone. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, speaking of me, I started watching that Wakanda Forever. I didn't get very far in. I was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I'm sorry.
Can't hear you, Scott, but I'm sure it's very interesting.
That was some deep shit I just said. Yeah, I just started streaming on Disney Plus. It is a terrible, terrible movie. Like, I understand they had to change it, but they had some time to change that, and they just wrote a terrible script.
Well, I like how the scripts are now controlled by like turntables. I think that's pretty cool.
I don't understand how the shield didn't account for, I don't know, going underwater.
Yeah. It only goes 3 inches deep.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Because they're in the middle of an area that's landlocked, you can actually get to there from the ocean by going underneath the underwater. It's science.
It's like that lake they have in like Nevada or Utah that's like for the Navy.
By the way, those two ladies, their awareness, their surroundings, it's so he had other people drop off a giant generator looking thing behind them, and he's like, look behind you, I am not alone. And they're like, oh, where did that come from? Man, you dumb bitches. What are you talking about? How did they sneak up behind you like this?
T'Challa would have seen it.
Right? Yeah. I mean, granted, she can like live through a spear, like going through her abdomen, but
dude, I explained this to you. Black chicks cannot be impaled.
Oh, okay.
It's a scientific fact. They've got 2 stomachs.
Right.
Like, it doesn't work that way. Ask Reba. Yeah. It's science.
I hope you guys aren't paying for this D+ because it's an F- to me.
I do. I have kids and they love.
That's clever.
That was really good.
Up with it on my own.
That was really good. No, we have kids that love that type of stuff, and not Wakanda, but like
what the hell?
You know, what I could say is this: the story was horrible, but the story I heard that they were going to write from sources, the internet,
Internet's never wrong.
The internet is everyone's source.
Was like T'Challa and her, or whatever his name is.
Who?
T'Challa.
Wait, is that him or the one from Vietnam?
He's from Vietnam. Vietnam, it's actually. He's Vietnamese.
There we go. You said it again.
He's Vietnamese. I fucking hate you people. So he like right before the blip marries, Lupita's character and has a night of passion. He blips out maybe right after. He's like, and he comes back 5 years later. She's with another man and dun 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 has his child. And it's all about daddy wasn't here, even though he got blipped and, he's like a Avenger, whatever. Still bad dad. Got to work his way back into the kid's family.
An absent black dad wasn't going to be cliche enough for them. So they had to go to the all-female cast instead. Yes.
Right.
Well, at least he can get a loan.
Well, Falcon can't, so you'd have to co-sign for Falcon if you blip back in time.
How did they even think that was a good idea? Tina, where are you? Tina?
Yes,
okay.
dear.
We were together. We were so tight on the, WandaVision for 3 episods. And then it went all downhill for me. How the hell?
Well, that's not true. Also, episode 5 of Moon Knight. We quite like that one.
Was that the one where he's brawling, or?
I don't think I got to that one.
I don't even remember. I did watch the show.
That was the one where you find out how he gets his split personality when he goes to his mother's funeral.
Oh yeah, that was actually a decent episode. But how do you get with the Falcon? I'm sorry, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. How does anyone believe in a world where the man saved the world like 3 times, and he can't get a loan? Like, did we have to go there?
Well, he's part of a marginalized community, and being a member of the exactly, being a member of the BIPOC.
I mean, elite Marines. Like, what's the marginalized community? Superheroes, like
West Coast Avengers.
He didn't even try to get a VA loan.
Yeah, I know. Like,
And it's for a rundown boat. It's not like he wanted like $1 million. He just had to fix up a rundown boat. It's like you need like a couple dollars, man.
Could have had a big sale.
The VA will give anyone a loan.
Yeah.
Well, you have to understand that most of Tony Stark's legacy was spent building that bunker for the Hulk. In order, that offshore bunker somewhere in the Bahamas.
And also doing all the stuff for Spider-Man as well. Oh, yeah, all the white Avengers. That makes sense.
Oh, yes. There you go. Yep.
It just cements what an awful person Tony Stark is what you're saying.
By the way, what Soul Assassin
didn't
said
even
about...
fix Rhodey's back either.
Hey, I mean, think about it. There's problems with communities not helping their own because all that money Wakanda has, and they couldn't float, Sam some cash for his boat.
Yeah.
Or any of the neighboring countries that have been in civil war for the past 300 years. Yeah.
Oh, time out. Because they're a country of black people, they had to give it to him. Like, that's kind of racist.
Matt, is this what you were talking about?
Yeah. So I've always wondered this about when the blimpifieds, right? Mm-hmm. When they get unblimped, what if they were in an airplane when they got blimpified?
No. You have to understand. See, if you read all of the articles, Feige said they took care of that.
Right.
See, this is why the Hulk received so much damage when, he, snapped his fingers because he had to take care of everyone. All the people, like, for example, Spider-Man, they lost their apartment in New York. So he had to make sure that he had to move people so that they weren't like hanging in the air. Or
all of that was covered by the Hulk's.
Yes.
Well, he did.
Yes, which is why there was so much damage to his.
Because he tried to. He tried to make sure that people came back safely. But there is.
He even tried to make sure that.
Let Bad Take Bojan do her story, Scott. Don't you interfere because this is the worst take I've heard on this so far.
My bad.
And another reason for why it took so long for him to make that snap is he was trying very, very hard to get Black Widow back. And just no matter what he did, in those 45 seconds, his brain just couldn't make the stones work to bring her back. Because the Soul Stone is just that powerful.
Right. Yeah. But they did show like you just said, Tina, like Aunt May came back to her apartment where other people were living. The chick from the black girl from WandaVision came back like in a hospital where she was next to her mother who was dying of cancer, and then all of a sudden she's in a room, and that was chaotic. That was actually a good way. Like, I want to see more of that. Like, show me like crazy shit, like someone who like blips back into a shower where they're like all of a sudden there's somebody else in the shower they don't know.
A wife comes back and her husband's gay now.
Yeah. Or like, well, I mean, they kind of showed it in the Black Widow movie where, what's her face? The new Black Widow appeared in the middle of somebody's bathroom that she had just been in 2 seconds ago, but it had been remodeled in the last 5 years.
That was kind of neat, actually. That one scene was neat. That was neat.
I thought that one, and then the one with her coming back with her mom at the hospital bed. I thought that was powerful too.
That was the
I think this is all JV squad stuff, man. I think Matt had it right. I want to see 150 people fall out of the airplane that no longer exists over the Atlantic Ocean because they were on a cross-Atlantic flight. I want to know what happens to them as the intro to the next D+ nightmare. Come on, Marvel. If you're going to play this blip nonsense, let's go. Step it up.
Every highway, if someone's traveling at 60 miles an hour, they get blipped back at that speed. People are just going to get thrown across the world. Like,
there were some problems with that. I mean, remember from Spider-Man, all those band players that, just showed up in the middle of the baseball game or basketball game. I mean,
right. That contradicts your whole, he made sure everybody was okay.
I said he tried very hard to make sure everybody was okay and to bring back Black Widow. In the whole 45 seconds, he had to snap his fingers. It was very, very difficult. You don't understand.
By the way, I covered some of the chaos on my defense of She-Hulk because I said, the reason I was like, and Mercado law is like, that's not how law works. I was like, well, this is after the blimp. All these dum-dums that have been undusted, now they're filling up the legal, the legal system, and we got to get these cases through. So yeah, maybe they don't work like what you think they will. She used it on her dating profile. Case closed, I think is how I ended it.
Yeah, I like what Mike says here.
That's actually a pretty good take.
Let's say you're sitting at the kitchen table and you've and then your wife rearranges it 5 years later, you come in between into the kitchen table.
right?
Okay, it's not the Philadelphia experiment.
Buildings.
That's what I just
Buildings have changed in 5 years' time. Some buildings that were there are no longer there.
Yeah. What are people that were working in factories? What if there's been upgrades? Oh, I mean, and what about the food production? Everything, the entire economy would have been destabilized, had to downshifted, and now all of a sudden you've got billions, 4 billion.
What about the plates in the ground that are shifting? You know, things moved.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
It's not like
What about all the bacteria that
not
just
like-
randomly appears everywhere, and the viruses?
The planet was displaced too. You know, like it's in a whole other position in the.
If we want to talk about the planet, we got like some mega god sticking out in the middle of the poles
that they haven't even talked about since that movie.
Well, it's not doing anything, so it's fine right now.
Think about that. That god was massive, and it literally must have dispersed tens of millions of gallons of water, like tsunamis would be crushing all over. But it's just sitting there like this, and no one talks about this massive marble entity.
Maybe that's what caused the flooding of the Younger Dryas. Was it coming out of the?
Oh my God! On the next,
But see,
aluminum
but Scott,
sport.
see, it all was explained in Moon Knight because they're all mesmerized that they reversed the skies the way they did. So basically, it mentally blipped them all. That all of these questions and problems in reality are all just erased now. So
right.
we're good.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What is up, Society Reviews? Thanks for joining. How you doing, man?
Jacob, how are you?
I mean, I'm just sitting here watching 90210 on Pluto TV here. I'm watching the episode that Luke Perry marries Rebecca Gayheart, and I was like, wow, she used to be good looking. And I'm sitting over here thinking to myself, it's like, are you guys arguing about the inconsistencies of MCU plots? Is that what's happening right now?
Yes. But can I just say, her mobster father was against them getting married, and then guess what happens? She wants to go... She gets on his bike to go get something during their honeymoon, and what happens? She gets shot up.
Yeah.
I never watched 90210.
And then 31 years later, he dies in real life.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
No, dude, my wife had a hall pass for him, and when he died, I was like,
By the way, is there anyone who used to be on the show who did not just mentally like screw up? Because I mean, Shannon Doherty was a mess. Rebecca Gayheart killed a kid, and I think wasn't Rose McGowan like on the guest star one of these episodes too? We all know how well that ended.
You had Tiffany Amber Thiessen, who was just mwah. You had the girl.
Wait, you talking about Kelly Kapowski?
Yeah, dude, she was smoking hot when she was on that show.
Absolutely.
My God, she was smoking
Blondie
pot.
Slutface.
She was smoking pot. Oh, Dogface McGee, Tori Spelling.
By the way, 8 Seconds, wonderful movie.
Yes.
Wait, which one?
8
Seconds with Luke Perry.
Bull Rider.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through the new DC slate momentarily.
Shut up.
Your mic's a little loud, but don't worry about it. It's not too loud. Spencer, you're now in the Wednesday chat, so feel free to jump in if you like.
Yeah, you big giant pussy.
Because I'll only be here for a little while longer.
All right. So let's go through that, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to hit the like button, share out.
What are we doing?
We're gonna go over this. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Holy shit!
What?
You got no. Holy
Mail.
shit, man. Dude, Andy, that, I mean, I'm not going to tell him you sent that because...
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Dude, did you just see that?
Yep,
That's
I just
from
saw that
Andy
pop up.
for you, dude.
What the fuck?
That's from Andy for you. Andy,
wow.
Thank you, brother.
I tried to get him on with Nerdrotic, but he was a little... He's new at streaming and he,
Right.
But goddamn, dude.
That's beautiful, Andy.
That's
brother. I love you. Thank you very much.
Oh, it only came through as 180. I'm sorry. Why don't you read that? Because that man deserves that being read.
It says CBR 580. I tried to donate to GoFundMe, but I kept declining my card. I hope this helps. Wish to God I had 4K to spare, but this is gonna have to do. Brother, thank you for everything. My son thanks you. My family thanks you. I'm greatly appreciative of you.
He's Andy's just a good dude. Let's get Andy's links up there, guys. Please make sure you guys support Andy's YouTube channel. I think he's over 2K now. Andy, also, I think I'm going to be on somebody's channel next week on a Tuesday night. So you might want to watch that. We'll talk about that later.
What show on Tuesday night? Am I going to be there?
I don't know. Don't you always go on his show? Jeff's show?
Oh, I mean, I can if I want to, yeah.
I know, yeah.
You're gonna be on the. You're gonna be on the High Council.
Yeah.
Well, he's a world-class bullshitter, so it makes sense.
I am, and also erotic, I guess, reader. Also, congrats to Zach, dude. Monetized.
Yo, you got monetized?
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful, Zach.
Yeah, it's so happy.
Enjoy it while you can.
This is some bullshit. I'm the only one that went on Andy's fucking birthday stream.
What does that even mean?
Man, whatever.
That has nothing to do. Okay, one doesn't have anything to do with the other.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. You're such a petty little man. I think that's why I love you.
Zach, congratulations, dude. I'm glad to hear it, man. Good for you.
Thank you.
Brother.
See, I am a YouTuber's YouTuber. Thank you, Lil Chad.
And Zombie Box Reviews is at 2.7 thousand subs. You deserve it.
Yeah,
Keep
let's go.
grinding, man. Thank you so much.
580, man. Holy crap. That's
Bless your heart, dude.
That is insane, dude. That's insane. Congrats, man. Thank you. I just read that. Thank you so much.
So we're going to go. Let's go through this.
I'll be back. I have to take out all my anger on my girlfriend. Hold on.
Autumn.
Oh God, man.
Ouch.
Yeah, I didn't know you did Rick and Morty.
Oh shit! Right.
Going straight to Rick.
Let me before you go to this. Whose voice is he on Rick and Morty? Don't tell
Rick
me-
and Morty.
Dude.
Yeah.
Could we just get all right? I mean,
And my son, right? So my son and I have been watching that show for years now, and like that was one of the things that we bond over. We a few shows that we do, and he came out to me when that story dropped and was like, "Dad, I can't watch this no more." It's a shame. It is a shame when I don't know. So what cultural people that are built up to be cultural icons or get to that point,
yeah,
and then stories like that unfold, and I'm not sure if there's if it's just an accusation at this point.
It is not. Yeah, he's been alleged. It's alleged.
It's alleged at this point, right?
Yeah,
so, but
he's,
something like that. If it's true, it's horrible. If it's false, then that can destroy an entire career.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly what she said he did, but.
All right, my net just died out, so I missed the last 2 minutes. What happened?
Oh my God!
We were talking about Tom Brady
and so many nice things about you too.
Okay.
No, we were talking about Rick and Morty, the guy who is a co-creator and the voice of Rick and Morty. What did he do though?
Oh,
apparently,
okay. Yeah.
No, I'll let Grant take it.
Yeah, not the guy who writes articles. Okay, go.
No,
Grant.
that's fine.
Just kidding. I'm kidding, Grant. You have a better accent.
I use AI. I use ChatGPT. I'm basically like an author thing, the blog writing thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the words.
Okay.
Yeah, no. A lot of messages come out about him messaging 15 and 16-year-olds, and basically, it is grooming them. Basically, saying, "I can't wait till you get a certain age and everything," and going into detail about what he wants to do with certain parts of his body.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, I know that he had felony accounts of domestic battery with corporal injury.
No one gives a shit about that. That's the thing. That's not what it's to do with. They're like, yeah, dude, you can beat your wife. We're cool with that. Just, don't message people.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when Dan Harmon, the other guy from Rick and Morty, had that fake baby rape video that circled on the internet?
Yes, Jacob. And that was sick enough.
And Sporking's still muted.
Not talking to any of you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, because you were muted.
Whatever you said, it was phenomenal.
I did. It was deep, and it was about justice. Anyways.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I'm gonna move forward from that because I will get angry.
Yeah, no, I when
can't
it comes
do
to
that.
kids, I want to break people.
I want to. Yeah.
This whole idea of what we're trying to do, not we, but some people are trying to do with our society today. People are just stupid if they freaking think that that's part of any agenda that's positive. You stupid people. Like people in California, dude, 24 and 14 is fine. You're all fucking morons.
Yeah, you put in a public square and be treated like you should be treated.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well,
speaking of people you don't want to leave your kids with, James Gunn. So.
Yes. And actually, I put a
why.
Oh.
And why do they show pictures of him like this? The dude is so gray now.
Hey, guys, remember when James Gunn was best friend with a registered convicted sex offender?
How many times has he been to the island?
Well, we'll never know because
he had to seize fast.
Okay. I'm sorry, Walton, take charge.
You couldn't imagine the blackout
I'll go down the
dates.
anger train on this one, yo. I can't.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, but we got 32 people watching. Thank you very much. Hit the like button because Walton doesn't know what he's doing. What was what?
The fuzz is back. You're fuzzing again.
Fuck you.
Yep, it was him.
Yeah. DC.
Yeah, it is me.
The DC
At least
slate.
your peas aren't as puffy as they were the other night.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, wasn't it?
So puffily puff.
Oh, you made him run away.
What did I miss?
Good. Now we're hijacking the show.
He had Gary on, and he's just so puffy. Puffy. So embarrassing.
So a bunch of movies that nobody wants to see. Superman. There's a new Superman movie coming out.
Is this when Kendron Ex Machina? Nope, that's not his name. What's his fucking name?
I don't know. I don't trust anything. This is DC Studios. Peter Safran revealed that Superman Legacy will
Check one. Better?
Yeah, check your peas.
P.
Scott.
No, you're saying you're dehydrated. You need more liquid.
Oh, my bad. I just, it might be like it's a 48 volt. What do you call it? Compression mic. So maybe sometimes I have to unplug it and plug it back in.
It's a conditioner. Jesus.
Conditioner. So you screwed up too.
Damn it.
That's how sex works.
Scott doesn't use conditioner because of his lack of folic.
Dude, do we have to talk about that? Bald
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Hey, when you hit 5K, weren't you supposed to grow the Picard out? Weren't you supposed to do that? Wasn't that?
No, that's 10K. That's 10K.
Now it's 10. Now we're okay.
It's always 10K.
All right, good. 10K, guys. Can we get him to 10K? Because I want to see that. I want to see
to 2.
The horseshoe. I want to see the horseshoe come out on Scott.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Walton,
yeah, you've got to actually sport that shit for like a month though.
Like a month.
Yeah.
Yep. Spencer has it. It's Tanashi Coates. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
No, it's not him.
No?
This is not the coach. Coach deal's off the table.
That's all gone.
This is
J.J.
Gunn.
Abrams one's gone. It's a
Abrams
completely
is
new
gone.
slate. So
yeah.
There's three things with this. One, the name is terrible. Legacy's a stupid name. This is just horrible. On the positive, what Gunn shared was the All-Star Superman Grant Morrison cover, and that's what they're linking to on their site and stuff like that. Like recommended reading, which is actually a pretty good story. And I will say Peter Safran did use the phrase, truth, justice, and the American way, which has kind of been a taboo thing that they tried to eliminate when the wokesters came for them a while. So on a positive note, there was a couple things, but again, it's just bad tea considering what they did to Henry. It's just tough to handle.
It is, because I think he was a great actor, and it could have been written correctly. It would have been a follow-up to Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve. That's my Superman when I think of Superman.
We had a good follow-up to that.
Yeah, we did. It was Superman Returns.
Wait,
yes,
are we
you're
forgetting
right. You're right.
Ben Affleck as Superman?
Well, he was someone else playing Superman.
Come on, Mad. Come on. He was a drunk.
Superman.
Oh wait a minute, no, he is a drunk.
That was a good movie, though.
It was a good movie.
Okay.
All he needs to do is play Wonder Woman. He can be his own Trinity now.
Pops, you have you have hope in this storyline for where it's what they're trying to do for it.
I have love for the Grant Morrison storyline that they have referenced. I do not have hope in anyone at the WBD, but I'm willing to at least say, well, it's funny how they're referencing things I like, but I don't have hope. Like I got half a black pill already. It's tough.
Yeah,
only
but
half?
They're
only half.
adapting a freaking Tom King storyline. Fucking Tom
We'll
King.
get there. We'll get there. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Oh god! All right. So next up is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Oh great! Another miserable white woman on television. That's gonna be great.
Why can't we have a woman? Why can't we have a woman of today?
Well, this is like a version of her. She lived on a part of Krypton that wasn't destroyed. Watching people die, she's very jaded.
And she talks.
Yes, another jady, moody white woman.
Oh, he's so bad. She's Super Karen. This is the legitimate Super Karen run that they've decided to adapt.
It's gonna be Brie Larson on steroids.
Yes, this is gonna be Captain Marvel 2.0. Yeah, this is a Tom King story. This is brutal. I'm actually gonna reread all that and do a review just because I hate myself that much.
You already know there's gonna be a scene in this movie where she's at a bar and some sexist guy has the nerve to try to pick up on her, and then she smacks him out of the bar, and we're all supposed to clap.
Hope so. Oh man.
Well, technically, when he offered the drink, that was assault.
Oh yeah, right. That's what She-Hulk told us.
A lot of vitriol for Supergirl. Nobody cares about this one. Let's say, this.
But there's so many good Supergirl runs. Why did they have to pick that one?
Because James Gunn's a hack.
Tom King.
Tom fucking King.
Yeah.
Who the hell?
I'm with Slender on this though. The picture, everything you described does not look like what I see here.
It looks so positive.
Yeah.
That image isn't even the book they're referencing. The book is actually called Supergirl, The Woman of Tomorrow. Okay. It's an actual 8-part series by Tom King. It does not look like that at all.
Wow.
You know what it against Scott?
Wait, is it Scott or Pops?
It's Scott.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Come on, man. I apologize. You had Nerdrotic on your channel. Can you get functional shit? Come on.
Yeah, let's keep having a fund on my stream for you, you prick. All right, I'm actually gonna bounce out because I don't like any of you except for Jacob and Tina and Pops.
Mr. Gregory.
Sounds about right.
Wow. Yeah, Gregory.
Are you serious?
Just remember, I can now make you say anything.
I hate you right now. Guys, make sure you give to the fund. If you send it to my stream elements, he'll totally get it. By tomorrow morning, maybe. But thank you, everybody. Make sure you keep doing it. Adios. Take care. Love you all. Pops, always love seeing you here. Jacob, you too. Matt, it's nice that you showed up. Bye.
Thank you, Scotty.
Later,
brother. All right. Moving on. The Brave and the Bold, Batman and Damian Wayne. Did anybody was holding their breath out for this one?
I can see why this is on the list for James Gunn to be doing.
Okay.
The worst part of this during the announcement, he made a comment about how Damian Wayne is his favorite Robin, and then I had to pause it for a minute. I'm like, oh crap, you
mean the one that nobody likes is his favorite? That's a shocker.
Yeah. The whiny kid that we're just, you killed Jason Todd. We keep keeping Damian Wayne around. The only positive of this was the fact that I already sold like 2 of my graded Damian Wayne books, so they're gone. Yeah. Thank you, James. Got those sold. Thank you.
Yeah, Damian is not one of the. I don't even care about him in the Injustice game. That's the only time I learned how to use his character. But I would rather have Dick Grayson. I don't give a damn.
What a shock! Walton wants Dick.
Yes, I want Dick Grayson. It's not a gay thing. Stop making it gay. God, Grant. Hell.
Well, no, that's Tim Drake. That's gay now. So
Tim. Oh, what?
But only on. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I read Batman 131. I get confused because they're doing the same thing they did in New 52, where they create the same character, but he behaves differently in 2 different titles for no apparent reason. So I'm not quite sure what I'm reading in Batman, if that's supposed to be Tim Drake or not, because he's not gay and he's drawn properly. So who knows what these people are doing.
So is Robert Pattinson going to play this Batman, or is this going to be a completely separate Batman?
No,
there's going to have 5 Batmans rotation.
The Battinson is an Elseworld.
Yes.
So that one and the Joker will exist in completely different individual universes.
Oh, great! That doesn't sound confusing.
Yeah, so they just what'll happen is whenever the new title will come out, it'll say DC presents Elseworld, the Joker 2. That's what it'll be known as.
Yeah, they announced the Batman Part 2 will be in October of 2025, and they confirmed also like the Teen Titans project they have is also considered Elseworlds.
I mean, that's a bad sign, isn't it? I was talking with Script the other day. He was saying like that movie getting pushed out 2025 is a bad sign for the film being done.
Probably not. Matt Reeves works that slow. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, because of Matt Reeves. It's just he's so slow, and they probably put everything on a halt because of all this financial and CEO shifting around. So, but he's been under contract this whole time. And that's why I did a whole video on like why he and the Penguin Project wasn't going anywhere. They banked on this guy. So. Yeah, Elseworlds it is.
Okay.
Good luck, normies.
Next up is Paradise Lost, Wonder Woman prequel.
Oh my god, this is one of the worst things.
Matt's really looking forward to this one. He can't wait for this to come out. He's going to love the show.
I think what was the worst part about it is his description of what it's supposed to be.
Dang it, Sherry.
Yeah.
Like the idea this is supposed to be Game of Thrones and Themyscira without Wonder Woman existing.
There's no Wonder Woman. It's a prequel. Yeah, it's a prequel HBO series like Game of Thrones style, and you're like, no, I don't believe you.
Yeah,
More woman power.
Oh, come on, a political intrigue behind a society of all women. I mean, who wouldn't want that? I'm so glad I never
The
got
real
into
question
it.
is, how many of them are going to be lesbians? That's what I really want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know if Patty Jenkins is getting hired. That's what we want to know. Bring Patty. See how that worked out. We'll see what she gets to do next because she didn't get to do this. That's so funny to me.
I just want to know how all the women got there without any men.
Magic.
No, that is part of their mythology on the whole island and stuff like that. That's not the issue. It's the fact that they describe it as like Game of Thrones-ish and politics. It's like, who wants to watch this?
Which when they
it's the same way that America Chavez got 2 mothers and no fathers because we said so.
Yeah, but also you got to understand, if they're going to go Game of Thrones route, Pops, they're gonna use the new 52 version of essentially Conception, where they go out on the sea, find a ship, and then just rape everyone. That's what they're going to go with. That's how they end up all getting pregnant. I can guarantee that's the way that they're going to go with it.
Well, Scotty says the wise Wonder Woman in the pick. Recognition. That's it. No, because nobody's going to recognize it without that character attachment. That's I hope that doesn't happen, Grant. But you never know with the way woke Hollywood goes, man. Let's see. Next up, Booster Gold. I'm ready.
Joke's on you, Sherry. I like the picture.
What do you?
So actually, this is actually one of the ones I think they should be doing, but they announced it as an HBO Max series, which I think is what makes it weird, because this seems like the no-brainer is to bring it, because this started as a rumor. I think Left Eye Ego on his channel brought this up like 2 weeks ago, that Booster Gold being cast at Chris Pratt being cast as Booster Gold makes total sense because Gunn's trying to bring in those guys. And this kind of can be like the multiverse rebooting kind of stuff, the time travel stuff, fixing all this kind of stuff. But it's a series? Like what? I don't know.
Is it like, a slate that would come out in the first run? Or this seems more like a second run, maybe a third run character.
Who the fuck is a Booster Gold? I immediately thought of Rooster's Million.
The problem is they go on this Booster Gold, but they go on the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle.
Okay, Rooster's Million. Sorry, not billion. Inflation, motherfucker.
The Guiltman tipped $10 to the panel. Thank you very much. Donate
That's how inflation works.
Thank you very much. Guiltman's not a huge fan of him or agree with a lot of his takes, but we have to stand together to support one another and our egos, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Thomas Gilkey. Been a friend of mine around here in this community, supporting a lot of people for the last several years. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And support one of their egos. Can't wait to see Sporky later this month. Much love to everyone on the panel. You're going to get to see Thomas. Can you do me a favor, Scott? Will you just, when you hug him, would you just like rub his back and tell him and just whisper in his ear, just say, Walton. All right, just do that for me. Can you do that? I've never had a chance to, but Thomas, he deserves it. He deserves that extra love. Thank you.
Walton sends his love.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Thomas. Thank you so much. Booster. Pops, do you think that this bringing him in this early is a positive?
Well, again, I don't know where the timeline is on this. I don't think there's any dates on this part. I really think that Booster Gold is one of these odd, nerdy choices that someone like James Gunn would love to bring in. I know they want to bring in someone like Booster Gold. It fits for the Chris Pratt narrative. I don't know if they're going to have him in this show or anything like that. No, that's confirmed. It does help with some of the nonsense that they're going to mess up with Flashpoint and time travel and all that kind of stuff. It's a dude from the future who basically wants to use his technology to be a super cool superhero in our time, basically. It's just quirky and odd. It fits the James Gunn mode, but I'm not as big on Peacemaker as other people are.
It's like the beginning of Longest Yard, except that he goes back in time instead of going to jail.
Yeah, I guess it feels like he's just going to be like, this is my boomstick. We've never seen
boom,
this
right?
type
Get
of,
it?
Yeah.
But like, how can they bring him in and not have like Ted Cord in there? Like, I don't get that. Like, you got to have the blue and gold like connection. You're gonna bring in one, but you're gonna have Jaime Reyes instead. It's just not gonna work.
I don't know.
Hermione?
Jaime Reyes.
Oh, it didn't keep going, because actually, like, the Creature Commandos is one that I actually think James Gunn probably handpicked for himself, because that like totally.
That's why he's doing it first. That's why he's getting it done first, so we can set his tone with that.
Yeah, because that's Creature Commandos is just basically a Frankenstein, a werewolf, vampire. It's like Guardians and Suicide Squad type stuff all over again. I have no idea where we're keeping Waller around, by the way. Oh my god, it's just she's unbearable.
She has 2 more films on a contract, Viola Davis. So
okay, thanks for. I didn't even look into it.
Is there a way of getting out of that contract?
They have to fulfill it, but I can't afford to get out. That's probably why some people. Again, I think that this is one of the reasons why people like Henry were let go. Is it's almost like a sports contract. There's probably options to get in and out of these contracts, and with Viola Davis, if they're locked in, they're locked in. So if she gets a series, I guess.
Well, it's the same thing with the movie, like what with Shazam and Flash, Blue Beetle and Aquaman. Are these even going to matter when the universe reset? Are these films?
Well, yeah, everything after the universe reset is the new stuff.
Yeah, that's why the logo says like a universe reset.
Right.
I will say this.
Well, no, that way they can recast Amber Heard in Aquaman for those 2 scenes that she's in, and they can go, well, no, the universe reset, so she looks different now.
Yeah,
and I also think that because Peter Safran's name is on some of that stuff, right? So that's why it survived this long, right? He's the producer on Shazam this whole time, and he's got ties to James Wan and some of that stuff from Blue Beetle. So some of that stuff might survive just because of that. I don't know. I don't think we know that part yet.
I guess we'll have to see when it comes out. The Authority. Does anybody even care?
I don't know what it is.
Neither do I. I didn't know.
Extremely obscure. Yeah.
There's probably about 4 people that are excited for this that have actually. I mean, I know who the Authority is, but I can't remember a single issue.
Do you think that they're just that arrogant that they think that they can recreate that Guardians of the Galaxy feel again?
Well, I think it's more like their version of like Justice League type stuff because they have like gay characters and the Authority, and it's just it's off enough that basically it gives James Gunn free reign to just take stuff no one's ever heard of and try to make it a household name. To me, I've gone on my big take on this whole Gunn thing is he's just got giant head syndrome. That's why some of the stuff's being handpicked the way it is.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, Lanterns I might be looking forward to. Swamp Thing is actually the one that I'm interested in.
Well, hang on. Let's go back to Lanterns for a minute because it's Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. They pitch it as like a True Detective sort of tone, and it's a series, not a movie.
Fucking Lantern series.
It's a series, not a movie. And I was like, it's a series, not a movie. And the other one's like, what? What are we doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's just so strange what they're doing.
I have to ask this because I'm not really a big Green Lantern fan, but isn't Hal Jordan? Isn't that Ring? Isn't that the same Ring?
No. Okay. And there's multiple lanterns. So that's one of the areas because the original pitch way back in the day was there would be a Lantern Corps movie, a Green Lantern Corps movie. But it of course now we've got whatever this turns into. I don't think we even know.
Thank you for answering that. I'd always been under the idea that Hal Jordan died and the ring was passed on.
No.
Okay, all right. Hey, Swamp Thing. Anybody interested in that?
As a horror film, which is how they pitched it. So I'll say the failed series and some of the other concepts that they've done in the past. Well, maybe we can actually get a horror film with Swamp Thing. Maybe we'll see. I mean,
the series was decent. I did enjoy the series.
It was okay. So it got canceled right away, though. No one cared. And I'm like, well, because no one knows who these things are. So, the other problem, too, is they just throw these things out there like everybody knows what some of this stuff is. And nope.
No, Jacob, any of these that you were really interested in?
No.
Straight up. What about you, Mad? Why does your picture look like you're getting on? What is happening there?
That's Robin.
He's the best Robin.
The best Robin. My Robin has nipples.
All right. It looks like he's very he's like getting it out. It looks like he just listened to Scott narrating a trashy
Something's
novel.
happening to those.
Hey, not fucking trash. How dare you?
How dare you?
Sorry. I'm sorry, Jacob. I didn't mean to cut you off. Was that it? That's your answer? Flat no? Not interested in any of it?
I mean, if you want hell no, it'd be a longer answer, but it's still the same.
And Why is that? Are you just done with superhero movies, or do you have no faith in what's coming out?
I'm turning 35 this year. I've just reached a point where like these type of movies just don't excite me like anymore. It's like I can get it 10 years ago. You watch like it's like the MCU when they put it out. Hey, here's all the movies that we're gonna come out in the next like 4 to 5 years. It's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see the Marvels 3 in 2028 and whatever the case may be. It's like nowadays I just look at this and it's like, I mean, I might cover it if I have to, but it's like I'm not like looking forward to. Oh my god, I have to drop everything that I'm doing in 2026 when Booster Gold comes out. It's like no, like stop.
I have my tickets for Quantumania already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Anything else you're looking forward to, Tina, on this list?
Oh, on the DC list, never
DC.
been a DC fan.
Okay.
I never read any of the comics. You know, I was excited when Batman first came out in '89, movie-wise, but I mean, whatever. Never been my thing. I've been a Marvel girl.
Okay, all right, Marvel girl. Thank you.
Shield. Oh no, what happened?
Oh no, what happened?
Matt, are you looking forward? You're looking forward to any of these films?
No.
Yeah.
What's up there that I would be interested in? I guess the Batman. Oh, that already came out.
Lovely Sherry only cares about Cocaine Bear. That seems to be the what everybody's waiting for.
I have my. I might
It's gonna be a garbage movie.
I think it may be too self-aware.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like Sharknado instead of anything by Neil Breen.
Yeah.
Is the bear self-aware or is the cocaine self-aware?
That was a question.
I got nothing.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. Please share out the link, smash the like. If this is your first time visiting Sporking's channel, whatever platform it is, please subscribe. And if you enjoy the content, share out that link for his channel. Let's try and get this man to 10K because I want to see him with the toilet bowl haircut. Gotta happen. But thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
How does the guy with no hair get a haircut?
I just want to see him grow it out. We've been talking about this for 4 years. Like he said,
dude, he's been trying for the past 10 years to grow it out.
Wow. You think? Damn. You need to pick a little closer, brother. But thank you, guys. Appreciate you. And there is a GoFundMe linked in the description. If you guys can help, I'd really appreciate it. Share out the link. Help if you can. Share if you will. I greatly appreciate you and all your support. I'm just trying to get by. Thank you. I will yes, do that, Sherry, and send me the picture. I'll find it. I will actually look at my Twitter. Appreciate you. Next up is we are talking about Fantastic Four casting rumors, and Tina's actually going to take.
Before we get to that, can we talk about something interesting?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Cool. So I played my first match in Undisputed, and I gotta say, it's been way too long since we've had any boxing games. Since Undisputed, right? But not Undisputed. What was the last one? Fight Night.
The Fight Night.
Yeah, whatever it was. Which was a great game, the best boxing game ever. The new one that came out, I got to play on Steam early edition. The career mode isn't up or anything else like that. However, the movement is fluid. It has a couple of wrinkles that are new that I really enjoyed with the weave versus the dodge and the way that you block. The punching feels good. The knockdowns the animation feels very slow, which is kind of awkward. But I'm excited to see what happens and it's only $30.
Who did you pick?
Oh, I fought with Usyk.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Because Lomachenko's not in there. No, I didn't play. I didn't want to be embarrassed by a 10-year-old on the internet.
Yeah, everyone plays with either Sugar Ray or Ali because they've got the strongest power at the moment.
Yeah, I get that. Wait, how do they have the strongest power?
Because the game's not balanced yet. Yeah, I know. And not everyone's available either.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting on Vasily Lomachenko.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. I'm excited about to see where the game goes from here. It's been way too long. So if anybody's a fan of boxing or boxing games,
good mechanics with the game.
Well,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
mind
felt
getting
good.
boxed around the ring a bit.
So if you want to punch my box, I may be streaming. I may stream some of it later.
How did your? I caught a little bit of you in your cop simulator the other.
Oh, we're gonna be playing that again.
Yeah, how did that go?
Oh, great! I got a highlight up there of the best moments. My favorite is I'm talking to this dude, and Slender takes off in our car, and he's like, I'm driving now. I'm like, oh, that's my alcohol. He's like, oh, I'm on my way back, and then wrecks into cars, and there's like an 8 pileup vehicles that he caused behind us when he started doing all the paperwork. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, so I agree. Def Jam had some great but those are more like wrestling, not boxing.
They weren't. They were fighting games. They weren't a boxing simulator.
Yeah. They were good though. Anyway, so
you're up, Tina.
Well,
try to follow that.
Well, I figured the last 3 MCU fans and I are excited for February 2025 when
what is this?
They fly now.
Tina, what is this?
Hey,
Tina, what did you do?
I was told to put together a segment, so I did, and it's my
were
very
asked,
first
you weren't
one.
told.
So you're all going to be nice to me while I talk about the MCU for 5 minutes.
Oh God.
5 minutes.
At least there's a countdown.
So lots of rumors came out in the last couple of weeks. This article's a little old, but it had lots of pretty pictures in it. So so I shot it up. But Fantastic Four cast rumors are getting very, very exciting. And rumor has it that the 3 of the members are going to be cast by actors in their mid-30s, and then Johnny Storm's going to be in his mid-20s as, little baby brother. So that takes off a whole lot of people from the casting possibilities, including Krasinski and Emily Blunt and all of that stuff. So the interesting part, I thought, is that Reed Richards was supposed to be played by either Penn Badgley or, rumor has it, Adam Driver, which I thought would be the most horrible miscast in the world.
Gross.
But the interesting part is Adam Driver is also rumored to be cast as Doctor Doom.
Wait, who is?
Adam Driver.
As Doctor Doom as well.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, as one or the other. As in,
well, I mean, he wouldn't need the mask, so that's a good plus, right?
Oh, damn.
Exactly. So, and in the other double casting rumors also were with Doctor Doom, and that is Ryan Gosling will either be Doctor Doom or the Silver Surfer. But the cool thing about the Silver Surfer is that it is going to be in maybe about a year from now, will be a special feature origin film for the Silver Surfer, completely separate from the Fantastic Four. And then obviously they'll be part of that movie when it eventually happens. But that was cool news. But then again, Ryan Gosling is very, very popular because they've also said that he will play Nova or possibly Ghost Rider.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, when you were telling me all of that news, all I can think about is just like visually like waterboarding myself with beer, hearing all these possible like news of, hey guys, your Fantastic Four movie that comes out in 2027 might have Ryan Gosling in it. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait.
I have to say, Adam Driver's a decent actor. I think he could add to.
Yes, but
that.
you don't get to act in comic book films. So it's going to a waste if he's a good actor or not. But he just doesn't suit the role. Any of those.
He could play Doctor Doom. He could be okay as Doctor Doom. I don't believe they'll do it right, but I could see him as Doctor Doom, not as any other member of the Fantastic Four. I don't get it at all.
No.
Make him Sue Storm. That's the way to do it.
No. Sue Storm is either going to be Jodie Comer, Saoirse Ronan, or Lily James.
Lily James.
I know.
What the heck? Mrs. Eyebrows is going to be my Sue Storm? Oh, heck no.
Yeah, So I'm kind of rooting for Jodie Comer myself, but
Yeah, I'm rooting for the less shit out of the shit sandwich that there is possible. It's still a shit sandwich by the end of it.
Well, then you're gonna love Johnny Storm because that's either Austin Butler, the guy from the most recent Elvis biopic.
Yeah, Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Keery from Stranger Things.
Oh my God, he's so tall.
Or the wild card, Zac Efron.
I just picked up more beer and started waterboarding myself.
Well, I think
Austin Butler's smart. He doesn't go anywhere near Marvel. No offense.
Yeah.
No offense, Tina, but because Austin Butler actually does like freaking amazing job in Elvis. He needs to go get another real job real quick before all this nonsense. Wow, what a mess.
Yeah, he's as good in that film as Tom Hanks is bad. So
that's an understatement.
Well, I think the best casting rumors though are for The Thing and for Galactus.
Yes.
So for The Thing, they are rooming John Cena, Channing Tatum, or Jason Segel. And then Galactus was awesome because they're assuming it's going to be just a voice only role, that it's not going to be any mocap or anything, but that it will either be, drum roll, Dennis Quaid, Keanu Reeves, or Liam Neeson.
Oh, I want Keanu Reeves for that role. I want Mr. Grant Gregory. Can we do some AI voice for Keanu Reeves for me so I can do Galactus memes and intros?
Galactus.
That's freaking amazing. Galactus, dude.
Excellent.
Surfer, dude. Oh,
he goes against Quicksilver and he's like, not quick enough.
Time.
That's from the movie. What's that movie called?
Johnny Mnemonic.
No. The one where him and Captain America, they're going after the drug dealer or whatever, and he gets caught in the Street Kings. Yeah, and he gets in the. He's like, what'd they call you? They call me Quicks, man. Not quick enough.
Oh God.
So Tina, you said you were like really into the MCU. So do you even have like what? Is there any element of what you described that excites you? Like, oh, that'd be pretty cool.
I would say Liam Neeson for Galactus, and Adam Driver for Doctor Doom, and Penn Badgley for Reed Richards.
Man, I hope they bring Galactus as a Cloud again. That was so cool.
That was so cool. Yeah, Clouds are scary. So why did they have a picture of bloody Alan Rickson up there if he wasn't even mentioned in anything?
Penn Badgley.
Oh
God.
Well, he's
Badgley is
in
so
this.
soy. I'm sorry. That's the guy from You.
I know.
I know. He's so beta for Reed. Oh, you're killing me, Tina. You're killing me.
Well, I mean, these aren't my fantasy cast for the film. I can do that for next week. But for this, we're just going through all of the articles and videos by other YouTubers to find out what the rumored top 1 to 3 casting choices are. It all came from Fortran, basically. But
oh my gosh. Go up one, Steven. One man show has hit the nail on the head. Okay, so hear me out, Grant. We need to do some audio with Keanu Reeves as Galactus and Matthew McConaughey as Silver Surfer, and just voice over like the old animation stuff, and just have them going back and forth. That's freaking awesome. We're gonna melt them MCU down.
Dazed and Confused, like that would be much better. McConaughey.
Yeah, not Interstellar. I'm behind the bookshelf. A Hook. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie forever. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Dude, you nailed that accent though. You're getting better at that.
Thank you. That's my McConaughey. Interstellar. I'm in a bookshelf. Help me. I'm Texan.
Jacob, I know Jacob, you only have to run in a few minutes. Any thoughts on this besides waterboarding, or is that just it?
No, I think I'm gonna like toaster bath soon. But yeah, waterboarding works for now.
Okay.
That's what I love, Jacob. He always brings a happy spin to every stream.
That's what I do.
I have to ask you another question. What do you think of this?
Oh boy.
Oh, what you mean my avatar?
I think Emma Watson has gotten even worse. It's kind of amazing at the rapid decline of her looks at the moment.
Hey, Steven, why don't you bring me up full screen?
Sure, buddy.
Are you talking about this one?
Oh, here it is. The avatar.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah. I think it's great. Mad Bella. That's how I pronounce it. It's the Mad Bella.
I was gonna say, is he gonna go
Oh wait, that's
your...
a doctored image. Oh, okay.
What doctor? Magna dress or
Slender? Hit Slender. Hit Slenders.
Where's Slender? Oh yeah.
That's why we're
with
friends.
a brick.
That's why we're friends.
Mad Bella sounds like your uncle's daughter or something.
You have made at least one person question their genitals. I mean,
see, Mad, you got to send me that picture because my husband has been, begging for a three-way for his 51st birthday. So this would be perfect.
Okay.
Better way to go out.
I was gonna say Matthew McConaughey. That may be too many Mads. I get why you didn't do.
I love the idea of like Tina shipping for like 3 ways, but then when they actually get there, it's like she's the one that's watching in the corner.
You want a 3-way? You meet Steve and Colin.
What about this?
Enjoy yourself, husband.
Oh, see another potential.
I chanted.
Yeah.
See, I need to put together an entire gallery of Mad images on women's bodies, and then I can just say, "Here you go, honey, take your pick."
The Mad Princess collection.
Exactly.
Yeah, what about that, Thunder Dad? Any general
questions? I can make this into a calendar.
Monkey Genius says Cocaine Bear is Galactus. Okay. Let's figure out if Cocaine Bear is sentient or not.
Well, yeah, he is. Have you ever met a bear?
No, I can't say that.
Is the Cocaine Bear in the multiverse? Is that what we're suggesting?
You're talking about like a bear as in like a large gay man?
No. We mean like literal bears hopped up on cocaine.
No, I've never.
Or meth gators work well too.
Steven, if you grow your beard out more, would that make?
I don't have enough hair on my chest. I don't think it would.
Would it make you an Ewok in the gay community? Because you're not tall enough to be a bear.
He's more of a cub than I guess.
Oh my god, that would make you an Ewok. That would be your gay scene title.
I don't know what to say. Damn, dude.
Categorization.
Not that short.
The
Ewok for short.
Well, I mean, if you're standing next to a bear, yeah, you're too hairy to be a cub.
What's it? I want to see Walton play.
So would he be Steven E. Walton then?
Well, unfortunately, I have to roll out of here because I got my own little gig that I need to get ready to go to.
You're right.
So,
go ahead and, tell everybody what you're doing.
So basically, society reviews on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter. Go follow me all over there. And then in roughly about 20 minutes or so, I'll be going live with the boys and Bounding in the Comics. We'll be talking about a lot of the DC stuff. We'll be talking about the very tragic story of this trans MCU actor who's going to be in the new Ironheart. There's a few other stories that we got cooking up as well. So I gotta go jump over and go yell at John and Spencer and Josh and all those boys. So I'm very glad to have you here for a short period of time, but I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Thanks for coming, Jacob. Guys, please go support Bounding in the Comics, support Society Reviews, and I'll see you over there, dude. Take care, brother. All right. Tina, was there anything you wanted to add or in closing?
So just 2 short things. That Simon Baker has supposedly signed a contract to be Molecule Man, and that they have made it
Who is that?
That one, I honestly don't know. I just know it's something to do with Galactus. I don't remember him. But seriously, though, they wanted to clarify that all of this excitement over Doctor Doom and Galactus shouldn't make the 4 of us that are still watching the MCU too upset, because we need to remember that Kang is the multiverse saga villain. So for all of Phase 5 and 6, it's all about Kang, although they will introduce the Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four, and possibly even Galactus toward the end of the Fantastic Four movie as kind of a peek into Phase 7, because Galactus is the man for Phase 7. And that's it for Bad Take Bojan's MCU Marvels.
Well, I think as soon as they bring in Molecule Man, it's all over, because his powers, he can literally warp reality. So, there's one way of screwing with everything.
God damn it.
I just want more Loki and Moon Knight. That's all I care about. Loki, Moon Knight.
Please let it be an Ewok. I'm perfectly okay with this.
Thank you, Sherry.
Did they just put glasses on an Ewok, or they put your face on it? Because I can't tell.
No, but that's part of my face. That's not just. What do you mean, just glasses on Ewok?
You can make us be glasses on Ewok, man. I've never noticed how much you look like Ewok.
They got the head. The face is a lot hairier than that.
I can see glasses.
The little Ewok looks like a poodle, not an Ewok.
Well, no, that's not an Ewok. Have you never seen the TV movie, the made-for-TV movie?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Ewoks Down Under? I forgot what it was called. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Still better than The Last Jedi.
Ewoks Down Under.
I forgot what it was called.
New Star Wars announcement and celebration would be Ewoks Down Under. It's freaking great.
Play Moda. What the fuck? That dude doesn't even have a body. It's like just a head. What the? I don't like when this is headed. I'm like, thank you, Sherry. Appreciate you. I don't know. I like the way you're curled up to me, Matt. I kind of it's very close. And it's kind of making me want to look back at the other princess pictures, to be honest.
It's enough of that.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for smashing the like, sharing out the link. And let's see. Last topic. Just pretty much free form because we all just, I don't think any of us care. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power fails to break into the top 15 streaming programs of 2022. Could anyone have guessed that at all? I couldn't even finish this show. You know what, guys? And there were so many people making videos about how bad it was. I couldn't even watch them. Like, it was, this was so terrible. I couldn't even watch the critiques of how terrible it was. I have no interest in the next season. There was anybody a fan of this show at all, or any aspect of it? Damn, that's a shame. You call her out like that. Damn, Grant. She didn't even say nothing. Is everyone muted?
I could care absolutely less. I'm trying to figure out what's actually on the top of the list.
Thank you for unmuting. For a second there, I thought I'd lost all internet.
No, I was kind of hoping everyone would just like leave it hanging for a second just to see you freak out.
I was
because then I was gonna type in the private chat, "Why are you frozen?" No, Stranger Things will be top. It's been streamed more than anything. I think they worked out it was like 11.5 million years worth of streaming has been done on that show. So
I like Stranger Things. That's a great series. I mean,
holy crap!
It's not as good as it was in the first couple
minutes.
What's that?
Yeah.
This article says that Stranger Things streamed for 52 billion minutes.
Right up back.
Yeah, and then another 19 billion in the off season since then.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
What does that mean, though?
Just it's number one, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that.
Stranger Things? Oh, I thought we were talking about Lord of the Rings.
No, I don't even know where it's at yet. It came in as 15. I don't even know what that means.
It's The Simpsons at 15.
Essentially a billion hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like The Simpsons has been around forever, and they couldn't even beat that. Is there any more indication of a show failing? I mean, built on lore and how many people love Lord of the Rings.
You know what? I'm pretty sure my girlfriend has contributed at least 1 billion hours of Gilmore Girls, because that's her in the background show. She'll play in the background as she's working, and goes over and over again. Oh,
hopefully not the new seasons. Lorelei's a bitch.
I used to watch Criminal Minds a lot, but
yeah, you would.
Well, I'm impressed with Supernatural being on the list. So many years.
Well, it makes sense. There's 192 seasons, so
yeah, that's true. They've only died 4 or 5 times each. So
yeah, they become God. They became the devil. They went through time. Mm-hmm. They changed reality. They fixed reality.
They started Scooby-Doo.
They almost they turned into a cartoon. They went on Scooby-Doo. They were almost defeated by a blonde chick from England with a gun, which was really weird when she was like the big bad for a while. It didn't make any sense.
Friends told me to watch Supernatural. I never did. Is there like a season where it's good up until, and then there's no point in
first 5 seasons, because that's as much as they originally wanted to do. But then it was the #1 show, and he went, all right, I'm done. And they went, no, there's a truck out there. And he's like, I've already got a truck. He's like, but this one's filled with money, and it's yours. We just need another season.
Right.
And then he went on to do another 12.
I'm glad Cobra Kai's on the list. I like Cobra Kai. Last season was a little.
Sure.
It gets continuously like a little bit ridiculous, but I still enjoy it for what it is.
Do police exist in that universe?
What's that?
In the Cobra Kai universe, do police exist?
No,
I don't think so.
No, only when they have to shame the cast and then create a drama, create a story arc based on it. But now you just run around kicking everybody's ass in that show.
Oh, I think whoever you are, anonymous person, I think Jason Mantzoukas already has a podcast where him and some bros watch Gilmore Girls.
Oh well, I guess it's already been done. We can't do that one.
I don't want to watch that show.
When are we doing? When are we finishing off the OC
bros? The OC bros? Ask Scott. Poor Tina up there watched the entire series.
I did.
And how was it?
Oh, it's awesome.
It was really good. I was embarrassed to say it was awesome.
I like the ends of the season because either someone's getting killed and then you hear the what you say, and that just reminds me Saturday Night Live, or the main chick dies, and I'm like, yeah, this is a good series.
Yeah, they do every version possible of man, what's that song by Chris Isaac? Hallelujah.
Yeah. No, that's not Chris Isaac. That's
No, not Chris Isaac. He died. Man, he did.
Jeff Buckley.
Yeah, Jeff Buckley.
Yeah, they do that twice.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 death scenes. Yeah, actually, they use it a lot. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they do the girl version when girls die.
Yeah, that's right. And then you're walking when what's his name is walking slowly.
Oh, Oliver is in Mayor of Kingstown?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the younger brother of Hawkeye.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that.
Yep, that's Oliver. By the way, started watching Tulsa King. Steven's like, okay, I guess I don't get to talk anymore on the show. You don't. So I guess we just started watching Tulsa King or whatever, and I like it. But Mayor of Kingstown is so much better. It's ridiculous how much love Tulsa King is getting and how everybody is ignoring Mayor of Kingstown because that show is so much better than Tulsa King, hands down.
I've never even heard of it. What's it about?
Awesomeness.
Okay.
No, basically, Hawkeye is a liaison to prison inmate liaison, but basically doesn't control, but he's like the go-to between all the gangs and the inmates and the guards, and there's always drama because they're criminals.
They're criminals.
Yeah. But
you reckon he's going to have a limp next season?
He may have a limp next season. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, go check out Mayor of Kingstown.
Okay.
That's on our list. I don't know. Do I watch that before Cobra Kai or after?
Oh, absolutely. Fuck a Cobra Kai.
The bald filler and that's pretty good too.
No, yeah, Zax is right here. Tulsa King is more fun. Not a ton of there is not a lot of fun in Kingstown, except for Bunny and Hawkeye. I could watch them just talking about astrology for an entire season.
Well, really? I mean, Jeremy Renner is my hall pass.
Bunny.
So.
Huh? Bunny is he's the leader of the crypt on the outside.
How long's Tulsa King been out?
I thought that was P-Dog.
P-Dog? No, yeah. Bunny.
I think Tulsa King just came out recently.
Okay.
Oh God, Andy! Season 3 plotline: he got snowplowed by a rival gang.
So, did you hear the final story with?
Yeah, he was trying to save his nephew.
Yeah, and that's why he jumped back up into the snowplow. So after he pulled the kid out of the way, so. That's crazy.
You should have just bought one of those trick arrows that had like a net or something on it.
Exactly. Or just, put the parking brake on.
Oh, yeah, the parking brake arrow. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that some folks are actually talking a little more honestly about Cobra Kai, because all I've gotten to this point was Cobra Kai love, and I'm almost done with season 4, I think, and it's just like I'm missing some elements of why they're so freaking great.
The quality is going down. I will admit that. Yeah.
I like
so
season
many
1
contrivances after season 1 where like, and why is it all of the children are so much more mature than all of the adults on this show? Like the adults are acting like a bunch of impulsive nutbags. It's just. And we're in like cycles, like no one ever improves or changes their behavior. It's really strange.
Well, they learn too hard. They needed to show some of Daniel's weaknesses, which I get. Like he regressed. But I think you're right. First, second season I thought were great. Third season, I
thought the first season was good. I watched it on YouTube Red way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second season, I'm still only halfway through the first episode. I think I skipped it.
Second season, I stopped watching.
Stopped. Yeah, couldn't do it.
And I just started watching recaps.
Well, every year or so, when they're like, "Oh, Cobra Kai is awesome! It's the greatest thing ever," I'm like, "All right, maybe I'm missing something. Let me go check it out." And I get another 5 minutes into the second episode of the second season. I'm like, "Nope, I'm back out." I can't do it.
I just can't tell you how many times, like, Sam starts another basically brawl for no reason. Like she's just being a witch, like out of the blue, she just starts another fight. They don't have to fight, and it's like another reason that Johnny can't act like an adult. He just goes and gets drunk for no reason. Like he's been like trying to overcome his demons for 8 episodes, and then suddenly it's reset the clock again, and you're like, okay.
The writer said it was important to make sure that Johnny never gets a win.
Mm-hmm.
That's how are you supposed to root for a character that's never going to get a win in life in anything?
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to describe it as it's they're trying to be so real life that it's not interesting. It's like bad reality show. Like it's so real life with broken people that are never given a chance to improve. Like Miguel is the only character that has an interesting arc because it kind of it's all over the map, but it's up and down. He's trying to be a good person. He's trying to do this. He's trying to see good in people, different things like that. Other characters are always like deconstructed faster than they can improve from what they did last time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just having a hard time with the love.
Well, who's Sam gonna be in love with this season too? Like that's the thing. It's bothered me. But this last season,
Mitch.
Yeah, don't spoil 5 for me because I'm not through 5 yet. So I'm at the end of 4.
Don't spoil the part where she gets shot.
Great. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Good job, Grant.
Looks like she got punched, but it was with a foot.
I'm not saying it's not good. It's just it's okay. And there's so much love for this show, though. I was like, I thought it was going to be like the second coming or whatever. And I think that's my problem. People are propping this up like it's like a 8 or a 9. And I'm like, this is like a very strong 6. Like it's solid.
And I agree. Yeah,
it's solid.
You know what? I'm going to tell you why. Because I actually have there's a chapter in my upcoming book about season 1. When that show came out, there was very little in the way of recognizing fans, a lore of a series, keeping true to characters or the evolution of a character over time. And season 1 reflected that you can still create consistency in some of these shows. You can have a character 20 years, 25, 30 years removed and stay within some form of continuity. You can use a show to bring in new characters or a new generation if you respect the fandom and the lore that has been established, and then create love or create an affection between the people watching and new characters, the younger generation.
Sure. But I think it highlights that, and Top Gun Maverick both highlight a blind spot in this community to where any bit of respect that is given to fans or the lack of wokeness all automatically puts it ahead of the curve when it comes to how it is received by this community.
Beaten wife syndrome, plain and simple. We've been beaten so much that any sort of affection they just automatically latch onto.
Absolutely. That is definitely a part of it, but I believe that's also a recognition of what.
Sorry, Tina Turner syndrome. Sorry,
what fandoms want. Like this is a product that gave us what we wanted: respect for the lore, the characters, good story building. I mean, at least within the first season, because I'm only writing in the context of that season. and that you can introduce a new generation of characters if you have respected the lore and you have decent writing. So that's very important. We lost that. We have lost that over the last the last decade, ever since about 2016, 2015, because there's like this competition. There's the people that are creating these series are very combative with the fans, and using the material to basically insult fandoms, use them as wedges to drive people apart, as platforms for their own political or social or whatever the fuck they think. So when you have a series like Cobra Kai, when it came out, and it's you're right, there is an adoration, Mr. Grant Gregory. You're automatically placed on a pedestal, so to speak, because you are respecting the fans. You are approaching this with some kind of care for the story being told and the characters that have existed and were a part of people's childhoods. So yes, so Pops, I think that the reason there are people who are just rah Cobra Kai. I'm rah Cobra Kai. Like, I admit its faults and I can understand everything you guys are saying, but it is because as a fan of this material, of these characters, I'm using my voice. I am, letting companies know, letting producers, letting these Hollywood, letting TV, no matter where they are producing entertainments, this is what I want.
If you tickle the nostalgia asshole of us, we won't care about quality. That's what we're telling them.
Well,
as long as you hit all the beats of nostalgia and like, ooh, this isn't woke, then you don't have to really care about quality. That's what I see.
Quality does matter, Matt. It absolutely does, and that's why I'm only covering season. Well, I'm saying in the context of a certain range of years within Phantom Menace Volume 2. But you are absolutely correct in that the quality has fallen, and that is something that should be addressed.
Because people are a lot more critical of the fall off of like Stranger Things season 2, Stranger Things season 3 versus how Cobra Kai is treated. I was basically pitched Cobra Kai as like this, way superior to the Stranger Things and all these other, and I'm like, listen, there's a lot of plot armor going on and how everybody talks about this show, because I don't know about anybody else, but I don't want to get too far into spoilers. I know Tina and some other folks haven't even watched it, so it's just I don't know. Anyway, so I'm glad we at least had a conversation, because it's not living up to the season 1 adoration. Maybe that's the best way to explain it.
No, you please go into it. I don't think, guys, spoilers.
Oh, I don't. I totally don't mind about spoilers.
I am so sick of the Kreese character. Freaking 4 seasons in, man. It's the same.
Is that the Mohawk guy?
Is he still there? No, that's cool.
Hawk actually has a story arc in season 4, which I really like what they've done with this character. And again, I haven't seen the very, very end, but I like that. But the Vietnam guy, the old guy that comes back, and he's like this villain, but he just keeps going and going and going. It's like, you're right. We can't call the cops. We can't get restraining orders. There's just so many things that just don't make any sense anymore. And I think that's the problem. It's like they didn't know when to let things go. And the fans have such love for the show because of what it did in season 1. They're kind of letting some of this stuff pass. And I'm like, guys, I'm freaking season 4 already. Let's move on with something.
Right. And Mr. Meow hasn't even been in one episode. What a joke.
It's passing it on to. Well, it is time. You're right. It should have been passed on. The story should have evolved and pass the baton to the new generation. And you're right. Realism. Oh, realism is thrown out the window. A lot of this nonsense wouldn't be going on at this point. But
you can frame some of it. They try to be real. Like there are elements they try to. This, it's the big word, right? The verisimilitude, right? It's like it has to feel real within the rules that you created. But there are times where they want that. There's other times where they don't want that, and I think that's the problem.
To me, from what I've gathered, because again, haven't made it past the second episode, it feels like they're doing the Nickelodeon version of the Dojo Wars in Chicago. If that makes sense. If anybody knows about Count Dante in the dojo,
I mean, Matt, I like the point that you were hitting on about people blindly, attaching themselves with adoration, no matter what, just because they're being fed something that they enjoy. Like, I could expand a little bit on that. Like, do you see that in other
Maverick? Oh, I said Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. I'm one of the biggest Top Gun fans you'll ever find. I love the original. I grew up on it, watched it every day for years. But Maverick is good. It's a movie, but it is nothing to the level of, like you said, the admiration that has been getting from this community. People are just falling head over heels for this movie. Oh boy, if my comments tell you anything, really upset that I made a joke about the whole volleyball thing and Goose getting killed by the glass. So they're like, glass isn't a thing. Whatever. Anyway,
you gotta understand, a lot of people are big pro glass people, so it makes sense.
But anyway, but yeah, man. I mean, I watched it. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it again. I mean, you know what I mean? It was good for what it was, but the level of hype that
Star Wars.
What sucks is there's so many movies that are falling through the cracks because they just don't get enough love. And whenever any of us come on here, we're like, guys, check out this movie. Like what I did with Mayor of Kingstown. None of these motherfuckers in the chat, no offense, chat, but none of those motherfuckers in chat are actually gonna go watch it. I say it all the time, and everybody wants to complain about there's no good, there's no good content out there. There's no good movies and shows. I'm like, how about this one? How about this one? How about this one? But no one ever gives it a chance. So
you guys should watch a series called Next. I don't know if you heard of it.
I like From.
Yeah, From's good too.
Actually. Yeah, From's really good.
And what's that on?
Yeah, I think my problem is I bumped Cobra Kai up the list too soon. I should have been watching Mayor of Kingston because I didn't even know about it, and then because of Cobra Kai, because of Tulsa King, someone mentioned Mayors of Kingston. Well, then it was like, season 2 drops now. I'm like, oh crap, I got a whole season to catch up on, and I'm already in the middle of this stupid Cobra Kai experiment. So Mayor of Kingston's going next because of all this. Because I'm like, I only hear great things about it. I think that's part of the problem too with where we're at in modern culture is we're just not hearing about some of the good things. Mm-hmm. And I agree that Maverick is getting too much love. The people that are going completely bonkers over it's going to win Best Picture kind of nonsense. I'm like, okay, you're getting carried away. I enjoyed the film more than you did. I enjoy rewatching it more than you did. But to say it's like the best, that's absurd. That's ridiculous. So I can agree there.
I mean, Tina, you're pretty outspoken with some of the shows that you watch that are not loved or not adored. Like, do you see there's maybe an echo chamber being formed, or people just being too hard-lined, like blindly following when they love or hate something?
That's really a tough one because obviously I'm known as an MCU shill, and I pretty much loved everything except for Eternals and the 2 Black Panther movies. So kind of sad, but as far as the series go, because I haven't watched Cobra Kai, I can't really say whether or not that falls into that category. It's just, of course, it all just seems to be hate speech to me. Mm-hmm. Everybody always has something horrible to say about anything that comes out. And I've even done it a couple of times to Culture. I'm like, is there anything that you people like? There's not something you can find redeeming about a particular series or and because I don't want to watch things to hate watch them and to be miserable and to just go, oh, I got to get through this because, I've got a stream on Sunday that's going to talk about it. I have such little free time between, working 2 jobs and, other responsibilities that, any functioning adult has. And I just can't see wasting it on stuff that you hate, or to waste your time complaining about stuff you force yourself to watch that you hate.
What's the Leslie project?
For YouTube views and most people, I think. Yeah.
I actually love watching bad movies and TV. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm gonna watch the hell out of some She-Hulk.
That's okay though, because but you find some kind of enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? You're not watching it just so that you can get super chats, on next week's stream.
Oh, what did I skipped? Oh, Willow. I could have made content out of that. I could have, but it hit me so wrong in the very beginning. I did not want to watch it. So I'm not going to watch things that I know will make me mad in a real way. I'm not going to waste my time. But She-Hulk was amazing.
So I think that, Tina, you're using what you're trying to get to is the cynicism, right? It's the cynicism of, and especially when it comes to like comic book and fantasy genre right now. And there's just a viral cynicism that's going bonkers, and there's never a pause to say, well, you watch this. It's taken this long for us to get sort of like Tulsa King, and now hopefully mayors of Kingstown. Did I get that right? Into the
Kingstown,
lexicon, so people will Kingstown to give these shows a chance. I was pitching about how much I enjoyed on Paramount as well a show called The Offer. I don't know if any of you guys watched that. And how they do the creating of The Godfather. I thought it was fine. It was an enjoyable time. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't the next coming, but it was at least decent content.
Single watch series. That's the problem, though.
But real quick, Zach, the Billy the Kid's not that bad.
Well, I mean, one of the series that I really love to watch is Evil.
Is what?
It's Evil. It's I can't remember if it's on Hulu or Netflix, but it's pretty much the X-Files as if it was taking place inside the Catholic Church.
Ooh, I like the sound of that, but I don't trust your taste.
I know. Well, I know. That's the sad part.
Wow.
That's why I got the name Bad Take Bojan.
Oh, wait, that's the one that has Luke Cage in it.
Yes.
Mike
Coulter.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Coulter's pretty good.
Yeah, he plays a new novitiate, a recent priest, or at the beginning he's
he was also Will Smith's dad in Men in Black 3.
Wait, hold on. Is it this one that says skeptical female clinical psychologist Christian Tina?
What's it called?
I don't know. It's starring some
Evil.
woman.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. There's a woman who has been contracted by the Catholic Church to work with a novitiate as well as the head of that particular church to investigate supposed miracles or evil doings. And like the X-Files, they investigate
from the 90s that did it. That I can't think. Not Dresden Files or something like that.
Something else. Someone else recommended Evil and said it was good like that. And their pitch was more like Fringe and Warehouse 13 meets the Catholic Church or something. So
yeah. The only reason I thought of X-Files is the fact that they're trying to explain what it is or not, and sometimes it leads you to go, well, geez, I mean, maybe that is a demon, or maybe that person was possessed, and the other times they just show you how the people are just either grifting the system or playing for sympathy and that kind of stuff. I thought it was really, really good, and the CGI in there is great, and the bad guy throughout most of the seasons is the bad guy from Lost.
Yeah, Michael Emerson.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good in that. I completely forgot the chick was even in
it. But so, who do any of y'all or any of you subscribe? It may change to MGM Plus, but Epex. No, not Epex. Is that what it is, Grant?
EPIX.
Yeah.
Oh, Epix.
Epix. Yeah, Epix. Dude, it has some of my favorite series on there. You have You have Billy the Kid, which isn't that bad. You have that Chapelwick with Adrian Brody. It's a good little service that people sleep on. It has some really good shows on there.
I know, Matt, you hit a point on earlier about people there being good content out there and nobody's watching. I was going to bring up Zach, so he said, Matt, we're watching Mayor of Kingston.
Yep. No, it's not in Jamaica. This takes place in Michigan.
Okay. And you're right, because I was on his show the other day, and they were talking about movies and shows that were out that were good. And I've actually heard a couple of those names here tonight. I'm not
allowed on there.
You should get on there. You got Zach's invite, man. you would fit in perfect over there, that crew.
Chapelwick. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Chapelwick. That's what I said.
Chapelwick.
Yeah. I was just like, wait, Chapelwick.
Exactly what he said. Exactly what he said.
I mean, he says it with an accent, but basically it's the same thing.
Oh, yeah, and it's got that one that has Walton Goggins in it as well, which is pretty decent.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet. I have it on the list.
I need a list. I need to make a list. I think I need to stop being a hypocrite and actually watch some of the stuff you guys are talking about, because you're right.
That'd be nice.
I've gotten to the
you should watch Pennyworth.
Really?
Yeah, you should.
Okay, I should. What are you saying?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Like I should, or is it like a good recommendation, or is it like you're gonna hate this?
You should watch it.
Okay, all right.
I think the Dresden Files is pretty good. Modern day wizards.
I like the
Dresden Files.
Yeah, I mean the adaptation is nowhere as good as the books. The books are phenomenal, but you can either watch a season of television or read 17 books to catch up.
I read one of those books when I was in jail. It was a good book. Yeah, I have been meaning to check it out. I've been watching Vikings. Actually, that's the show.
Oh man, once Ragnarok Lothbrok dies, the show dies.
Oh, really? Why'd you say that?
It doesn't get it. Oh, the quality. They have 3 episodes dedicated to whatever her name is. After she dies, they're like, "Oh, she's so great and amazing."
Female warrior, and then we're like, she's going to be the new character, and she's dead.
Okay, stop. I haven't watched that far. Thanks.
Okay.
Don't give up when Ragnarok Lothbrok gives up.
Okay, all right.
I love that dude. I think he's a fantastic actor, and it is a shame. It is a tragedy that Raised by Wolves did not get a 3rd season.
Before you say anything, his new TV series is terrible.
Is it? Oh, but I like him as an actor, though.
Yeah, he's decided to move back to Australia and give up all
Travis
the good roles.
Fimmel? That's his name, right? Travis Fimmel?
Something like that.
Yeah.
All
Raised
right.
by Wolves was amazing.
Can you all agree on a show I should watch? Is there a show I should definitely watch?
From.
Yeah, From. Go with that one. I'm rewatching it now. That's good. That's a good one. Because 2nd season should be starting at some point.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully soon.
All right.
That guy from Lost in it.
From does diversity right. I mean, there is diversity everywhere in From, but it's justified and they don't, except for I think maybe one episode you're like, oh my god, whatever. But other than that, I think they really did well. Okay. So From, definitely check that one out.
All right.
What streaming service is that one on?
That's on Epix.
I think that's like the only one we don't have besides the Apple one.
You know, it's one of the better ones, man. That has
really?
It has From, it has Chappawick, and it has Billy the Kid. It has some good series over there and movies.
Godfather of Harlem is on that as well. That's not too bad with Forrest Whitaker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not a Forrest Whitaker fan. He creeps me out.
Oh, wow. Race is confirmed.
Are you biased?
He just creeps me out. I can't remember the first movie I saw him in, but it's
Phenomenon.
Panic Room.
That was before Panic Room.
Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog.
Ghost Dog? I don't know about that. Let me just look him up.
People are saying Black Sails.
Bloodsport. But y'all didn't know that, huh? Forrest Whitaker is in Bloodsport.
When you say Zombie Box, when you say Black Sails is the great show, if you can get past the first season, like it was the first season grueling. Is it necessary?
Yeah, it's only 3 seasons, so you're saying 33% of it's shit.
As long as you can get past the first 22 episodes of it, it really starts to kick off. But you got
those last 4, it's right.
Okay.
Actually, Severance. If you haven't seen one, that's
Severance is great. That's on Apple.
Yeah,
it should have won all the awards for TV shit because it's directed by Ben Stiller and has that same tone and darkness feel to it, like what Ben Stiller did in Cable Guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a very interesting take on the way he directs, but it works perfectly for the show. I think that Dum Dum from Parks and Rec, I think he's great in it. It's good.
Yeah, see, I never watched Parks and Rec, so he was always the demon from A Good Place.
Okay, yeah.
That's another show that I thought was better. It was better than the trailer. Like, it was a terrible trailer, and then we got bored and we put it on, and we actually really liked the series.
I think I watched the first season of A Good Place.
Pops, any recommended shows you think I should watch?
Everybody's throwing out lots of stuff. I'm behind the curve on what a lot of these guys are recommending, so I really can't echo any of that. Tulsa King I really enjoyed. I know somebody said they were hesitant to watch Wednesday because they're Addams Family fans. I thought it was fine. It's Harry Potter meets Nancy Drew. It was fine. It's more family friendly.
If you can get past what passes for Gomez, then Wednesday's
a
good series.
Yeah, I mean it's more like that. Magazine style of what they were going with Gomez. Just different. I don't know. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not saying it's like the best thing ever. I don't know. Tulsa King is probably one, but I'm so excited about watching the Mayor of Kingstown because it seems like it's getting a lot of the love and it's very similar. I just somehow missed it.
Yeah, it's another one of those Taylor Sheridan
I'm down with
series.
It. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
but it's a lot more. It's a lot darker, and there are not very many moments of levity in it. but it's never too much to where it's like, oh my god, it's so grim.
Like Ozark. Ozark would
yeah.
be so much. Like it was like, oh god, it's so...
somewhere between Ozark and say Oz, when it comes to its sort of tone and everything like that.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, that Severance is a great one.
Zombie Box's Outlander. Heard good things about that. Anybody watch that?
That one is good, but it's a chick flick.
It's a chick flick.
Yeah. I mean, my husband watches it with me, but I think it's more just because he wants to get laid than that he actually enjoys the series. But
you gotta do what you gotta do. Right. I gotta bounce, guys. Get a little sleep in.
All right, man.
But no, listen, I appreciate you guys having me back on. We're talking the shop, and good luck, Steven, getting your stuff together, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Why don't you go ahead and tell people where they can find you?
Just put YouTube in, and then put the / and @Pops, so you'll find me. And tomorrow will be Throwback Thursday. We do a little Throwback Day. Saturday morning cartoons. Do a Sunday. Wait, this Sunday, could it be What's Your Story with Mr. Grant Gregory? Yes, indeed, it is this Sunday. So check that out. It drops 9 a.m. Eastern time. So.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much, Pops.
Ooh, thanks, guys.
Mr. Tickle Trunk brings up another great one. Letterkenny is hilarious. It takes a minute for you to understand what it is they're actually saying because they're very Canadian. But Letterkenny is hilarious. I really enjoy that one. That's on Hulu if you want to watch that.
I've never even heard of that.
Letterkenny is the best thing to come out of Canada since Nickelback.
All right, you know what? We need to. You know what I think we should do in the Wednesday dump chat. Let's put let's make a list together of shows.
Yeah,
that we could recommend, and then we'll all watch them, and just talk about them a little bit each week together. You think that'd be a good idea?
That sounds like a great idea. I'm glad I kind of came up with it on my own right now. But
yes, you did.
Well, cool. But as long as we actually talk about it, because if I have to binge 6 seasons of a show in 3 weeks,
my god,
I'm gonna watch it too. So, which show should we watch first?
I say, man, Mayor of Kingstown, guys, because the second season is going on now. You're not gonna want to miss it. I say, if y'all have the time, check out Mayor. The first season's only 8, 9, 10 episodes, I think, something like that. Less than an hour each. So,
I'd sign up for that one.
Let's
definitely check out that one first because
Yep.
All
right. So that's our homework assignment, y'all. We're gonna watch Mayor of Kingstown.
I legit just finished watching the first season, and I loved it even more.
All right. Let's what do you think we can have 2 episodes? We'll do 2 first 2 episodes. We'll do that next week.
So this sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
I will literally watch the first 2 again, even though I just finished watching them because I really like that show. But that sounds good to me. Yeah.
Good shit. Okay. Guys, thanks very much for coming, and I appreciate each and every one of you that has shared our link and for the channel. Hit that like button. Appreciate that. Every person that's been able to help, I appreciate you. And if you've been able to share out links for my GoFundMe or the my Cash App, I very much appreciate that. Sorry to ask you guys again. It just is what it is, and I gotta do what I gotta do for my kid. Gotta swallow pride and just make this happen. So I'm using every avenue at my disposal, and I don't want to have to, but I very much appreciate you. And Lord Toth, drop of ink in your honor too, sir. Does anybody have anything they'd like to promote? Grant, Matt, anything you guys? Tina, anything you guys want to promote before we head out?
Yeah.
I don't know. Matt, you doing any bespoke or anything like that anytime soon?
I do have a bespoke that I can edit it. But I just did my favorite things. And Tina, I think that your suggestion of my favorite toilet paper is going to be making it.
Whoa. I'd be honored to watch that. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed my favorite Ethernet, even though I couldn't show you my favorite Ethernet cable.
Well, at least that other one wasn't round.
It was riveting. It was 4.5 stars. I was quite enraptured by the whole thing.
Not everybody got it. Let me tell you. Some people were a little confused by my awkwardness in that video. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, check it out. That's over on my channel. It has an awesome theme song written and produced and directed and mixed by me.
Incredible.
Yep.
One-man show.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So we're about to go watch Sleepaway Camp for movies with Mad. Put that one out soon. If you haven't seen Sleepaway Camp, oh man,
I've never even heard of it.
Oh boy,
you're in for a treat.
Okay. All right.
So about to do that. May play some more cop stuff later on. And there we go. That's it.
Slenderdad said it made him uncomfortable.
If that made you uncomfortable, wait until we watch Sleepaway Camp.
Okay, I just
it has my favorite ending.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tina.
I pulled up the cast of Sleepaway Camp, and they're all pretty frightening looking. So.
Oh, what's James Earl Jones's dad is in Sleepaway Camp.
He has a dad?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, everyone has a dad.
Do you not?
Oh no, yeah.
Well, see, this is the thing. Like, I have a dad. He was a sperm donor, so I have proof that he was a wanker.
I'm trying.
I've also taken up what Matt does, and I finally ordered a bespoke. The shipping is absolutely terrible, and the stuff that you get's even worse. So I'm never doing that again.
After the stream ends, I'm going to show you what they sent me this last time.
I got so excited when I saw one. I'm like, yes. What the? Okay.
Yep. So it wasn't the box of awesome it promises.
No.
For most people, they can select what boxes, but I don't. I just let them randomly send me shit.
Yeah, it was something that was supposed to be a small item, but they novelty-fied it and made it really large and completely unusable.
Well, dude, did you get the Meester knife?
Yes, I got the fucking knife.
Yes!
It's like a giant pocket knife for no reason. Like,
God,
it's like a folding butcher knife. Yep, that's what I got too.
All right, Grant, do you have anything you'd like to promote before we head out?
No, just anything that Mad's going to be on, and actually, I am going to be on the Wednesday hump with Shags and the gang. That's starting in probably about 2 hours or so.
Nice.
That should be pretty good. We have a really awesome special guest, which I don't know because I haven't looked at the thing yet, but I know they're probably awesome. And
that's not a knife.
Yeah, that's not a knife. And apart from that, no, I'm just going to be stealing people's voices through this new AI thing that I've got, and yeah, this is going to be fun until I get sued. So,
all right,
that's
man.
The plan.
Very cool.
All right, don't turn me into an Ewok. Okay, Tina, anything you would like to promote, sweetie?
Yes, please. Look for me on the panel on Vinny Tardamella's channel, Vinny Art, on Friday nights and Sunday nights. And then I've been hanging with the Rogue crew on Saturday nights. And then I'm always in the chats or on Twitter at Tina Boshin.
All right. Thank you very much, sweetie. And guys, appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing for one of many awesome shows. Great people you will find on this channel. Nothing but the best. Good people having fun and very informative. And sometimes Scott shows up. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every person in the chat. Hail to you. And remember to keep it pushing no matter what life throws at you.
Keep it pushing?
Done. Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Keep going through life.
We're going to workshop that one in the back, Steve.
Overcome any obstacle that comes your way. And I thank you guys so much for all your support. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you to Scott. Thank you to everybody that showed up tonight. Make sure to subscribe to everybody on this panel if they have a channel or show up at the live streams they are on. Hail Vinny Art. And yeah, much love to you. And we're heading out. So I'm author Stephen Walton, Phantom Menace historian. Remember to wash your hands and wash your ass.